The DeFi space is filled with projects that are guaranteeing investors a crazy APY that is not sustainable, promising their investors the world when they don't even have a revenue source. So in this video, I want to dumb it down. I want to bring it back to the basics and talk about your traditional way of banking versus decentralized finance and bring it back to the roots as to what DeFi is. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Eric here and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day and are doing well. Today, I want to take a step back from all of these crazy DeFi projects, although not all of them are crazy. I want to take a look at DeFi as a whole, then compare that to traditional banking and look at one project in specific that I've been utilizing over the last few months, which is generating me some passive income, and it has been very sustainable. So the first thing, I just want to give a brief definition of what is DeFi. I know a lot of people, as soon as they hear the word DeFi, they associate everything to scams, they associate everything to degen plays, hundreds of thousands of percent APYs that are just simply not sustainable. And if we go back to the core definition of DeFi, it's essentially decentralized finance. That's the name of DeFi, and it eliminates the fees that the banks charge you or any other financial companies may charge. You can access your money anywhere in the world without having the need of an approval. You just need a stable internet connection, which you can have basically anywhere, and you can transfer funds in the matter of seconds, if not minutes. And as we all know, if you go to the bank and you ask for hundreds of thousands of dollars, one, they don't even have that at the bank. Two, they're gonna make you wait several days, if not weeks. And three, they're gonna be asking you a whole lot of questions as to why you need that much money. Now, what I want to do is I want to compare the amount of money you could generate in a high interest savings account that your bank would offer and compare that to a DeFi project that I've been invested in for quite some time now. It is all in stable coins and it is sustainable in my opinion. So I want to compare the amount of money you could generate in both scenarios. Now, of course, this DeFi project, we're not talking about thousands and hundreds of percent APY. We're talking about a very modest 10% APY. Now, I'm going to be using TD Bank. You can do this with any other bank and go onto their website and open up a compound interest calculator and do these calculations for your own bank. But for the sake of this example, let's just go ahead and use TD, and we need to find the interest rate that we can get for a high interest savings account. And in this case, let's just say we're putting $5,000 into our account in order to get this 0.05% interest rate. Now, this is kind of crazy because we're talking about 0.05%, and this is on a yearly basis, guys. So DeFi and looking at these hundreds of thousands of percent APY is very much different than just your traditional bank. So I just want to put that into perspective. Then if we go back over here, we say we put $5,000 into our account. We don't want to do monthly contributions, although you probably should. It's going to make your money grow faster, but of course we're just going to keep it simple. And if we put the actual annual rate of return here at 0.05, which we literally just looked at, which is what TD offers for any sum of money above $5,000 in a TD high interest savings account, well, we can see that after a period of 10 years, you're gonna have made $25 on your money. So again, after 10 years in a high interest rate saving account, you're gonna have made $25 if you just keep $5,000 in there. You don't do anything with it, you're gonna get a whopping $25, and you can go to Subway and get 2 footlongs and call it a day. Now, of course, if we bring this down to, let's say, 1 year and see how much money you would have made after 1 full year of having this $5,000 invested at this interest rate, which is basically your high interest saving rate, you would have a total of $3 after that full year. Now, if we go on the other side of the metal and we talk about DeFi and we talk about a project that's offering about 8 to 12% APY and not again hundreds of thousands of APY, because that's simply just not sustainable. Although you could hit a home run and make tons of money quickly, the chances are if you continue holding, you are unfortunately going to lose some money. So if we take a look at overnight finance, and we've made several videos on this one, it's a stable coin. It's pegged 1-to-1 to USDC, 100% collateralized. Definitely check out their YouTube channel if you want more information about this protocol. But if we just take a look at the APY over the last month or so, as we see from July 27th, this is on the Binance Smart Chain. So we can see that they are averaging about 15% APY over the last month. Now, of course, this is fluctuating. As we can see with this graph, it's going up, it's going down. So it's not always a straight line like your 0.05% that TD offers, but we definitely see an average over the last month, which is about 15%. Now, this is on Binance Smart Chain. They also have it on Matic, and on Matic, it's around 8 to 10% because it's been out for longer. So we have more data there, and that's why it's a bit lower, because it's been out for longer. So of course, over time, as more and more people get involved, we're going to see the APYs kind of stable out and probably be around 8 to 10%. Now, the way overnight finance works is that it actually pays out every single day, and it's directly back into your wallet via a rebase, and that is compounded on a daily basis, meaning that the payout from yesterday is going to be added to the payout that you get the next day, which is awesome. Of course, it's a very small amount of money you're getting on a daily basis, depending on how much money you are invested in. So if we take a look at, let's say, yesterday's payout, we have the daily profit in BUSD per USD plus that you own, and as we can see, it's a 0.00027 for every BUSD you own. Now, this also compares to a 10.4% APY, and if we take a look at some of this data, I've pulled all of this data into an Excel spreadsheet, and if we go ahead and we do the same exercise with overnight finance, and we just take a look at the month of August, because as I said, it's only been out for about a month now on Binance Smart Chain. We could do the same exercise on Polygon. They have more data, but as I said, it's around 8 to 10% APY. But if we go ahead and we pull that data and we start with $5,000 as we did with our banking account, we can see that our money is going to grow much faster than what we would have in our traditional savings account. So as we can see at the end of one full month, and this is the month of August of this year, with our $5,000, we would have made about $55 in overnight finance by holding the same amount of money. Now, if you remember, we only made $3 in the full year of investing our $5,000 in this high savings interest account. And of course, that's $3 per year. So if we divide 3 by 12, we get a whopping 25 cents per month with investing with this savings account. So as we can see with this investment of $5,000, and of course, assuming that the APY stays relatively around 15%, even if it becomes lower, I still believe we'd be making more money on this than your traditional savings account in your bank. We can see that with about $5,000, we would have made about $55. So I think there's a lot of misconception when you hear the word DeFi. You think of degenerate plays, or at least I do, and people are talking about scams, people are talking about rebase projects, people are talking about things that don't necessarily have a lot of safety in it, but the risk and the reward is something that you guys have to play out for yourselves. And here with a project like overnight finance, although you're not making thousands of dollars per day, if not per year, you're making still a very considerable amount of money comparing it to your traditional banks. So I do like this analysis because we are going back to the roots, really putting things into perspective as to what our financial institutions are offering us versus what DeFi and more stable and safer plays, although there are still risks. I'm not saying this is risk-free. All I'm saying is that this project, it's not like the other projects that's offering you the world. We have given data and it's been running for months and it has proven to be reliable. And like I said, you're not making millions, but you're also not only making pennies on your dollar. But that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I just wanted to go through some of these numbers that our financial institutions offer us compared to DeFi, bring it back to a reality where we can all understand. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.